Hello there everybody, WhatCulture Wrestling's Adam Cleary here with WrestleMania news, the grandest news of them all, the showcase of... Get on with it? Yeah, okay. Now, it will not have escaped your attention the last few weeks, unless you've been trying really hard, that a few of the pieces for the WrestleMania puzzle are starting to fall into place. The bigger pieces, especially. We're going to get that main event of the Women's Championship match. We're going to get Brock versus Seth. But the big question, the one that hasn't been answered yet, what the hell is Daniel Bryan going to be doing? Now, with his recent performances on Smackdown and in the Elimination Chamber, there has been calls from far and wide and near and far and up and down and left and right for Kofi Kingston to be Daniel Bryan's opponent at WrestleMania. But according to reports in today's Wrestling Observer, that is not one of the options being considered. And there are a lot of options being considered. Right now, WWE's shortlist for the challenger for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania is as follows. The returning Kevin Owens, the returning Sami Zayn, the returning Bray Wyatt, the returning Batista, the returning The Undertaker, sort of, and the immortal, immovable, what is going on there, Kurt Angle. Now, this does sort of make sense, as after the Elimination Chamber, everybody else on SmackDown who's conceivably at that stage of the card is not really... They haven't got a claim to it, have they? They've just been beaten at a pay-per-view by the champion. There's not really any logical way to get any of them into a main event-ish match at WrestleMania. But somebody returning brings with them buzz, brings with them hype, brings with them excitement, brings with them new stories and threads that you can explore. So you can kind of see why they do that. Sorry, what's that? They're all massively underwhelming. Well, maybe. Not for me to say. Alright, let's just unpack all of those for a second. Kevin Owens is returning, will get a massive pop, is going to be a face, and is running an everyman package in all of his vignettes. So that kind of works against Bryan's character. Sami Zayn, don't really know what he's going to do when he comes back, and he's never really been at that level of the card before, so can't really see that one. Bray Wyatt, obvious story there, something he can do with Rowan and possibly Harper coming back, and the fact they've got history anyway, so that does kind of work. Batista, huge story there, being that Bryan was the man who beat him in what was supposed to be his WrestleMania moment all those years ago, but is coming back clearly as a one-off, if indeed he comes back at all. The reports on that one are that there is no deal signed yet, and he doesn't want to do AEW at all. So yeah, wouldn't really buy him as a winner in that match, would you? Kurt Angle, it's a dream match, isn't it? Bryan versus Kurt, but I suspect it's only a dream match until you have to watch it and you realise that you missed it all those years ago when they should have done it. And yeah, The Undertaker, no, just no, let it die. Now, one name that probably jumped out at you like some big hairy sex pest from the bushes was The Undertaker. Last we heard, he was done, official, finito, gone, retired, 6 foot under, put a little posy on his grave. But according to the Wrestling Observer, talks to bring him back into the ring for a match at WrestleMania are officially back on. Not official that they're back on, but they're officially back on the talks. That won't be Bryan though, surely. One name conspicuous by its absence there was that of John Cena, who seems a relatively natural fit given his story about wanting one more World Championship and Bryan not having an opponent of suitable stature, but apparently the plans for him at WrestleMania are totally different. Don't know what, but not the championship. Now, of course, this is wrestling, so plans always change. TM, and between now and Fastlane, and between now and WrestleMania, there's likely going to be more talk and more of an argument being made for the likes of Kofi Kingston. So we'll have to wait and see precisely what happens there. But as it stands right now, today, those are the names being considered. Batista for me. Now, one other championship match that still needs addressed is that of the Smackdown Women's Championship. We don't know who Asuka's going to face, and just like Bryan, there isn't a particularly obvious opponent for it. But apparently backstage, WWE had made a big push for Lacey Evans to be the challenger. Yeah, Lacey Evans kind of come out of nowhere, but apparently they've gone back on this now and are looking for a more suitable opponent for her. Lacey Evans. So there you have it. There's the latest for the 2 remaining World Championship matches at WrestleMania. One with a really interesting shortlist, and one with nothing still somehow, even though you get an entire year to basically book this. WWE, everybody. Anyway, let us know what you made of it all in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. In the meantime, though, thank you very much for watching. I have, of course, been Adam Cleary, #JusticeForKofi, and I'll see you soon.